Hi, today I want to talk a bit about how I organize my WWDC watching. WWDC dropped a lot of knowledge and content, and it's gonna be a lot of interesting things to watch. One thing I'm interested in sharing is that I use Notion to organize my WWDC watching, and this is exactly what I want to show today. So, for example, I have this WWDC session database in Notion where I can look different sessions, and I have a bunch of metadata. One important aspect of Notion is that since databases are quite flexible, I can add different information like the tags of the different talks, or I can, after I watch them, I can give them a rating. But also you can create different views and queries. Normally in the developer app, you would say, I don't know, widget kit. And then you will find a bunch of videos, but I cannot easily filter for 2024, for example. So basically here we can have all the filters that we want, and we can do pretty much whatever we want, right? And then also just create different visualizations of this data. For example, I have this column called sort order, where I just manually assign a value, and the lower the value, the top of the queue will be. So here I can control which talk I will watch next and just focus on the few. I can reorganize whatever I want. I have another view, which is a gallery, where I also have rated the group by rating of the talks that I have liked the most. So this will update, and this is also across different years, right? So I can see these two previous talks are amazing, and so on. Others that are being quite useful for me. I'm tagging manually things, so I made another view, and at this moment in time, these are the WWDC talks of these years that I have watched, so I can get an overview. The main point is that it's very easy to have views that are specifically for your use cases in Notion. It's like a programming languages. We're not limited to just the bookmarking feature of the developer app. One of the good things about this is that, for example, I can filter for let's say I want to watch all the talks regarding machine learning that I have added to my database. And this spans across different years, right? I can see which one I have watched and which one I haven't, and so on. So basically it's very powerful when it comes to filtering. Then one of the most important aspects is to see how to add this data, right? Because if I create a new row, it would be very cumbersome to add all that. So I made a little script that helps me connect to my Notion database and use Open Graph to fetch the metadata of a session given a URL, and then populate the database. For example, I can call this in my machine WWDC, and then I paste the URL. This will add a new row. And here I can see the talk that I just added. I can open, and I fetch both the cover image, the title, I classify it as the right year, and add the link and the description. So all of this is coming from the Open Graph data of that URL. So that makes it quite convenient to have my talks here. In the description below, I will add a link to the script that I have, and it's a very simple one. So you can adapt it and use create a Notion plugin, and I will recommend a video about doing that in here, I think. Another aspect that is very important when it comes to watching WWDC sessions and absorbing all that content is to summarize it. So at least my workflow to do that is that while I watch, I will usually watch the sessions in my computer, and I like to take screenshots, and then I put them in a freeform document. So for example, I use it per topic, in this case Swift data, and then I paste the screenshots in here, and then I organize it a bit per topic. So usually prioritizing the main points of the talk and the sub slides in a way. I make my own notes. And so basically, to me, this is a visual reference of like, okay, where in the talk they said about went into particular detail, how they use it, and basically I say, oh, how to use a predicate. And so there's like to me, this is a way to get an overview. So then basically what I do is to copy the Freeform link, and then I can go to the Swift data page, and then just like paste the link. Basically, my summary is also accessible through the pages of the talks, right? Sometimes when the talk is just like very concrete, I use like the page itself to add the screenshots that I felt relevant for that given talk. There you have it. This is how I like to organize my watching experience for WWDC. There's a lot of content, there's a lot of exciting new APIs. I think Apple has done an amazing job, as always, to deliver like very cool tools for us developers. So, and I wanted to share a bit like my personal workflow to organize that viewing experience, as I said, and then maybe it helps you. I also understand a bit like the power of Notion as like this platform in a way that can give you a lot of flexibility, and like you can create customizations that fit for your use case without having to make a full-blown app just for this. Don't forget to do the YouTube thing of comment, liking, and subscribing. And then I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.